Hey guys, I came back to the boat. I'm gonna wash it. Friend's gonna show up in about an hour. We're gonna give it a good wash. But in the meantime, I said let me give the tank a treatment to dissolve that caramelized oxidation from the tank, especially from the what do you call it? The ethanol. So I did some research, and it turns out that this product is really good on dissolving that. I saw a video where they dunked this metal. They was corroded and stuff. They dunked it in, gave it like 5 hours, and the whole thing got clean on its own, not even scrubbing it. So I said, okay, I'll do something like that in the tank. So I've been pouring, and I have this setup here with the camera, the funnel, and the stick so I can steer. And I'm looking at the bottom of the tank, and wherever I see a spot that needs it, I hit it with the liquid because see, this is the hose. It's a white hose, and so I just go around looking. Let me back it up a little bit. And wherever I see an area, so right here, the corner, which was hard to get, I've been pouring it right there in the corner, and that runs down all the way down the edge of the tank towards the back. And I'm gonna keep pouring in a little bit at a time, and when it's time to put gas, this will be consumed with the gas. So there it goes, nice little splash, and that's running down. See, you look at that, it's running down all the way down. And then, like, if I see the spot right here, okay, let me see if I see something bigger. Okay, this spot right here, I'm gonna hold it right there. I won't be able to show the camera and the pour at the same time. So let me put the camera here. I can see it. And let me see if I can do a little pouring. Gotta hold the funnel. There you go. And that hit it right there on the spot. So everything's gonna get pretty much clean. I could go in with a brush later and kind of rub it around, but I'm gonna let it sit and let it get wet with this stuff. Okay, there's some bad crap right there in that area. Okay, right there. I'm gonna hit that area. Okay, there it goes, pouring down. All right, it's gonna be enough for now. Okay, we're gonna have a light lunch, and then we'll continue later. Well, guys, it's the weekend, and I've been taking out things that I'm gonna sell, and these are two items. My old bait bags. So I took it out, cleaned it. That one's a little old, it's a little toasty, but there's no leaks. The material is good. And the brackets here, they're all new chromed, all four of them. So I'm gonna let go of that. I'm gonna sell those for maybe I don't know, 100 a piece. I seen them for 150. I'm gonna sell them for 100 a piece, and I think that's a good price. And I have also some other items that I gotta take out from storage. And I'm going to burn a Havoc small cigar. It's a pretty good little cigar. I like the wrapping. Very nice. Got a bunch of miscellaneous lamps, and I gotta do a garage sale. Just came back from the boat, and we got the refrigerator fixed. We tested the patch that I did, pressurized it, and we checked the patch and it held. There's no leakage. Then we did the vacuum, and then we pumped it with Freon, turned it on, and about 20 minutes later we checked it. It was getting cold, so that's out of the way. Wow, this smells good. And we went back two 2 days ago, and we washed the boat very well. And now, uh, not tomorrow because I got things to do here. But on Tuesday, I'm gonna go and see if I can do a little buffing and waxing on the backside of the boat area there. It gets very grimy, you know. And then I hear that they're going to start doing some resurfacing the bridge that's nearby me, and that's going to create a lot of dust. I think it's going to be at the end of the year, so I got to find a guy in the area that does canvas that can do a cover for the rear. So because every time I go, it's full of black dust and dirt and stuff and the wind, you know. So I gotta find a way to cover it up so it's not that dirty. Because it's cleaning the boat. It's a lot of work. You gotta, I went in there with a brush on my knees and brush everything, the sand. I seen this boat that is spotless, and I said to my friend, I took him to dinner after fixing the refrigerator. And I said, the nice thing about a boat like that, it was a nice big boat, is that you have space. The bad thing is that you have to clean it. And he says, just pay somebody to clean it for you. I go, yeah. But it's going to get to the point that's going to need a paint job on that back area there. And then the next major thing I got to do is haul it out and paint it, because I don't think I painted the bottom in 10 years. So I know it needs it. My diver told me it needs a paint job. So I already talked to a place that I'm going to go check out. It's a little bit out of the way, but I'm going to drive there because they're going to permit me to do some work on the boat on my own. So they're going to do the bottom paint. I'm going to do the lights. And some of the other yards, they want to charge you for doing that. Even if you do the job, it's $150 an hour. And I said, listen, I'm just gonna, in a minimum of 4 hours. And I said, I only got 2 lamps. The wiring is done. It's only attached to the hull. Oh, it's $150. They don't want people walking around the yard. I guess it's because insurances issues, But I understand that, but I can't pay $400 for something that I could do maximum in 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got the lamps with the screws already. Just get some silicone, dab it around the light, drill little holes, put it on there, zip, zip, zip. Put in the screws. Tidy up the wire. I already have it on a flex hose and everything, ready to go. So it's not going to take me long to do. So that's the next step. And Bottom paint is gonna be a couple of $1,000, easy, close to three. So I gotta save up for that. It's gonna be in a few months, a couple of months. So I got two more guys that want to go fishing. I got their numbers. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, and then on the gas tank, I went and put in. I bought a bottle of Staybill because Staybill decomposes that gelatin from the in that caramelized bottom that's from the ethanol. So what I did 2 days ago, I think I did a little video, yeah, and I got a hose, attach it to the camera with a stick, and send it down the opening on top. Look at the spots that I wanted to treat, and then put a funnel, and then pour directly in the corner, and keep pouring down the edge of the tank, and let the rest of it run down to the end of the tank. And then when I checked it about an hour later, it was already lifting, and it was this gelatin, slimy stuff coming out. So I got two options. One, I could do another treatment with a brush and kind of rub it, right? I got a little brush that fits. It's a tough brush. Kind of rub it and really get into the little nooks and crannies, right? And then give it another hour, let it loosen up, and then I have two options. One, I can go in with a rag and pick it up, or get a couple of gallons of gas and pour it right there at the beginning and let that wash it down to the end, and keep pouring gas. Wash it down to the end, take all that gel with it, and then when I get to the end, I already got the little gas pump at the boat that I can connect it to the tubing or send the hose down where the tubing is and suck the gas out, just 2 gallons or so. Pump it out, run it through the filter, and pump it into the other tank. And I could do that several times until I know that tank is completely clean. So, and then any residues left behind with the Staybill, that'll mix up with the gas, and it'll burn with the gas. And what I found out about Staybill is that it breaks down the water molecules to a smaller size, so it's suspended with the gas. It doesn't let the water separate like it normally does and go down to the bottom and sits on the bottom, and it starts gummying up the bottom. So if you use Staybill while you're pouring you put gas first, and then you stir it, and you kind of shake it around a little bit with some gas and put it in. So it'll grab the water. It does not let the water go down to the bottom and mess up your tank. And that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that so I can keep the tank as clean as possible. But I am gonna go with a brush. I'm gonna dunk it really good in Staybill and go in with the stick and the camera, and I'm gonna find those little dots and little spots, little pimples, and just brush it hard and let that sink in. Let it break it down, and then when I pour the gas, that's gonna wash it and send it down to the end. Then I can pump it out. Anything that stays behind is gonna mix with the gas anyways, and it'll burn when it gets to the engine. And then once I'm sure that the tank has no holes, then I'm gonna start pouring gas and see what. Because I still can't understand how the gas came out. I still don't understand. So the only way to to make sure that there's no major leaks is to pour gas in the tank and see what happens. I don't know. I got a feeling it poured out of the top or something. I don't know. See what's going to happen. So yeah, I just had dinner and I'm sleepy. I'm gonna kick back for a while. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Um, the boat project still continues, and we'll see. I'm gonna go on Tuesday and stay until Wednesday. Maybe I'll take it out for a drive and start breaking in the engine with force, with power. Because right now I just run it sitting there and it just idles. So I need to put it in gear and drive it around and go through the paces. You know. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.